Today's podcast is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. When it comes to home and auto insurance, it's important to have the right coverage from a company and an agent you can trust. Someone who will help you properly protect the people and things you love most. So if the unexpected happens, you and your family can rest insured. To request a free quote, find your local KFB insurance agent at mykfbagent.com. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Tim, welcome to the podcast again, our favorite journalist here at Farm Bureau. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for allowing me to be here, man.
Yeah.
But do not tell Renee I'm sitting in her seat
She
today.
has a seat in our little podcast room, and you took it. It is the best seat. But she's really the star of this podcast, let's be honest.
He is.
So, yeah, you're in her seat today. She's out this week, having a good old time. But we have a really cool interview coming, but we have a great topic. I love fall. It is my favorite time of year.
That could be a song, I think.
There you go. I'll probably keep going. Blue jeans and pumpkin spice everything. What else? Football,
colorful leaves. The harvest.
Harvest. You got everything rock and rolling harvest wise. Just all kinds of good things. One of them that's, I think, a little underrated that kind of reappears this time of year is chili.
Well, chili is a big thing for me throughout the year. There is a particular restaurant, and I will not mention the name, but I love their chili.
Yeah.
And my wife makes fabulous chili, so she is not quite sure why I love this place's chili so much. But even when it's summer and it's hot, I'll go there and order their chili.
It's still chili, yeah. Yeah, it's like eating ice cream in the dead of winter. It's still ice cream, and it's still really good. So, but chili, really, we start making it. My wife just made a pot out of nowhere, and we watched, it was like a Sunday, and we watched NFL football, and it's the best.
It had chili and cheese in it and crackers.
Yeah, how do you like your chili? What's the recipe that's your thing?
I like a little spice to it, a little kick, Now, I will tell a story about chili. For years, my mother-in-law on Christmas Eve would make a pot of chili.
There you go.
And her chili was like 4 alarm chili.
Okay.
And so
get you ready for Christmas.
Many years on Christmas Eve, I sat up with heartburn.
I'd say so.
And I asked one year, can we have something else, please?
Tone back the spice.
So when we got to her house, we had chili. I could have sworn for many years that woman was trying to kill me.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
And my wife makes really good chili. She doesn't make quite as hot. No noodles for her. But now I like the noodles.
So you're pro noodle
I'm
chili
okay
guy?
either way. I'm okay either way. You know, my mother put noodles in hers.
Yeah, so we make two different pots at the Hilton House. We make, it's called paleo chili, but it's essentially like non-carb, so it doesn't have noodles in it. It tastes exactly like Wendy's chili. I know we're not saying, but
you said you promoted somebody.
Is that
That's
the one you really like?
I love her
they
chili.
got great chili, and it tastes exactly like that, I think. And then she makes chili that's signed off to have by my 16-year-old son, who's really, really picky. It's mom chili. He calls it mom chili and dad chili. Dad chili's gross. And mom's chili is good. It's like the same thing, but she puts a few more veggies in the one and no noodles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really care. Like, you can have noodles in it. It can not. It can be different. I just love chili. I like the Cincinnati style. It's different.
Yes.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. Mm-hmm. So I do love some chili, and it's just a part of fall and winter. You gotta.
It is. It's a wonderful, fall kind of food to have, and you can fix a big pot and have it for 2 or 3 days.
Right. It's a great reheated thing.
And it gets better.
It's a great leftover.
It gets better after the second or
There's
third
only so many
day.
things that are really good as a leftover. I think it actually does get better. But yeah, chili's great.
Well, I'm really hungry now.
Yeah,
So
well,
thanks for bringing it up.
There is a reason we brought up chili. You're doing a fun story about something that a county's up to, and tell us just a little bit before. Don't want to ruin the interview, but a little bit about who we have in today.
Great. Well, first off, Fayette County has one of their county meetings. They do a chili cook-off that they raise money for, and all the money that they raise goes to an organization called Casa, the Court-Appointed Special Advocates. Works with children. Just a great organization. And this thing has really, really grown for them. I think, not to give you too much about what we're going to talk about, but I think they had 18 different chilies this year.
Nice.
And we spoke to it's part of their Young Farmer program, and we spoke to their chair of their Young Farmer program in Fayette County, Paige Mattingly.
Nice.
And she told us all about the event, and it's I won't spill the beans. I won't spill the chili beans, but it's really cool the way they did it.
Yeah.
And we were glad to bring Paige in, do a podcast with her, and we'll also have a feature in our November-December magazine talking about it.
Yeah, it's been the year of Farm Bureau and its connections to Casa through the Ag Department and through our ham breakfast. And we were part of that a little bit with Miss Kentucky's video story that we did. So, yeah I mean, it's been a year where I've learned a lot about what Casa is, and it's neat to see a county, jumping on that train as well.
And I was already aware of a lot that they did because I have an aunt that was very instrumental in the organization for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And so I watched how dedicated she was to that. And so that's how I really learned about it the first time.
Excellent. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm Matt Hilton.
I'm Tim Thornberry.
And this is
Let's Get Rural. Paige, welcome to the podcast. Before we get into our subject matter, would you mind to tell our listeners a little about yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Paige Mattingly. I am originally from Marion County, Kentucky. Grew up on a row crop dairy, beef, and row crop farm out there. And actually, I like to say that's where my start in Farm Bureau started. They invited me to their local monthly meetings as their FFA chapter president, and it started there. Whenever I kind of left high school, I didn't really know what my involvement was going to look like with Farm Bureau. So I had the rare opportunity of working at Fayette County Farm Bureau Federation with their executive director. And from there was asked to be their Young Farmer Committee chair on their board after graduating college there. So I've been in Farm Bureau for some time now and have had some very unique opportunities there. But outside of Farm Bureau, I work for Farm Credit Mid-America in product and sales for their crop insurance team. So a little bit of everything, Tim.
Great. Well, Farm Credit, they're a wonderful partner with us. We work together a lot, and I just can't say enough about Mark and that team over there. They really do a great job. Fayette County, you guys sort of knock it out of the park a lot of times when it comes to certain programs. But what caught my eye this time, I think it was held during your annual meeting?
It was a monthly meeting.
A monthly meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a thing called, and if I get it wrong, Paige, let me know. It was the cooking chili for a cause.
Yeah.
And I thought, wait a minute, what's this about?
Yeah.
And the more I learned about it, the more I thought, hey, I want to cover this. So tell me what that is.
Absolutely. It actually started before my time. They were just looking to have chili cook-off for one of their board meetings as a way to feed people, right?
Uh-huh.
And 3 years ago, whenever I got there, I said, I think this can be a competition. And If you know anything about our committee, they love a competition. So 3 years ago, we raised $600, Tim, and that was great. You know, we started really small. I think we had 7 chilies, but this year we raised over $9,000, and since its inception, we've raised about $25,000.
Now, there's the cause part. We know about the cook and chili part. What's the cause?
Absolutely. We've partnered with Casa of Lexington, court-appointed special advocates, to provide advocates for foster children in Lexington.
How cool is that? I know we've heard a lot about Casa. Not that we don't normally, but maybe a little bit more so since Ariana became Miss Kentucky.
Yeah.
And a lot of things going on there with foster care and CASA. So this was probably an easy pick for you guys, I would say.
It was. Jonathan Schell, he's on their board of directors there in Fayette County, and we actually had someone in his office on our Young Farmer Committee, and they said, we should really partner with CASA to benefit from this event. So we actually started with their Angel Tree program. We were going to give gifts to the students, and our donation became so large that they wanted to use our funds to actually support their programming there. So
now tell me a little bit about how this chili thing works, because I'm a big chili connoisseur. So how many chilies did you have, and what's all involved in that?
Absolutely. We like to say there are no rules whenever it comes to the chili cook-off. So it's really interesting. We had 18 chilies this past time. Anybody can bring a chili. Every young farmer brings a chili, though. It's very important that they bring a chili. And then we ask our board of directors to make some chili, too. So we have about 18 chilies, and essentially there are donation jars at every single chili station. And we ask people to bring cash, checks, your change in your car, whatever you want to bring to donate. And you basically donate to the one that you like the most. And so you can go out and get sponsors. You can do whatever you want. You can give money to your own chili. It doesn't matter. There are no rules. So
you get to sample all those chilies?
Yeah. So you sample all of them.
Wow.
Yes. And they're really good. You see some very unique ones. We had bison. We always have like a white chicken chili, obviously. We have a Wagyu chili. Yeah. They get creative. There's a pumpkin chili.
Pumpkin chili.
Yes.
Well, now, Paige, before we go any further, I got to go to this thing next year, okay?
Yes, you do.
Don't forget about me because it sounds very yummy. I may need a Tums when it's over. I don't know if you got any four-alarm chili or not.
Yes. And actually, if you win the chili cook-off, we got a WWE-style wrestling belt that has a bowl of chili on it. And so if you want to continue to maintain your wrestling belt, you have to win every year. So you have to bring it back.
You have to defend your title.
You have to defend your title.
We don't have any smackdowns or table breaking or anything like that, right?
No, not yet. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, first off, I want to talk about young farmers. How important is it at you as a young farmer and being a part of that group to have them involved in these community type things?
Absolutely. It's extremely important, and it's actually one of the purposes that we established very early on. We said that we wanted our impact to touch our community. We thought that our community was the reason, and our members are the reason behind what it is we do. And if we can give back in some small way, we think that we've achieved our purpose. So it's extremely important, and our committee members actually get super excited about having a purpose whenever they come to a meeting and something to work to.
You know, that community involvement, whether it's with young farmers or whoever, between county farm bureaus and their community around them, is just as important in a big place like Lexington as it is in a smaller place like Marion County, isn't it?
Absolutely. And when people think about Lexington, they think about like urban. They think about, Keeneland and maybe the horse farms. And, we are actually representing the other 50% of the ag, basically budget and of production, if that makes sense. So, and a lot of our young farmers are extremely involved across various sectors in Lexington and in production. So,
Need to tell all those horse farms they're farms as well. You
Yeah.
know, that'd be cool. Get them involved a lot. I'm sure that they are. Fayette County's sort of known for their involvement. One of the things that we've covered before is the auction
Absolutely.
for their educational purposes and scholarships. So being involved in the community is nothing new for you guys.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're always looking for ways to continue that and to do other things. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, and we actually these past 2 years we have a piece of equipment donated to the auction for a grant that we established as a Young Farmer Committee. So we established the Knowles Livestock Grant, and essentially it was in honor of one of our young farmers who passed away.
Oh, wow.
And he had a very unique story and very unique upbringing in Farm Bureau. He was a grandson of the state women's chair, Jane Elam.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to honor his unique kind of involvement in agriculture in a way that gave back to students just like himself. So now we are able to basically fund a lot of the different 4-H and FFA projects in Fayette County for students just like him because of the grant that we established. So we have had a ton of donations for it.
That is great.
Yeah.
Getting back to the chili, I'm hungry now, Paige. I need a bowl of chili somewhere. What about Casa?
Yeah.
I'm sure that they are overwhelmed with what you guys are doing. Talk to me a little bit about that connection and people that you've talked to and what their thoughts are on the chili cook-off.
Yes. So Melinda Jameson, their executive director, was floored whenever we brought her a $10,000 check for their Angel Tree program last year. She wanted us involved at everything. We went to their gala. We've been involved ever since. And this year, we actually wanted to shop for children, and we did this past year. So it's been very interesting to get involved and see and create relationships with them and their board.
Now, I think I've seen this, but what team was the winner? What chili was the winner this year?
Allison Tucker and Grace Mika. So 2 girls this year, they won, and their chili was it was a regular chili. It didn't have any noodles in it, though. I don't know about the controversy with the noodles, but
I'm not sure what that is. I know if you go up around Cincinnati, noodles are a thing. I don't know what it is here.
Some people brought noodles as a side, but that was interesting. Our first year winners were Aaron Clark and David Tucker. So, that was their significant others who won this year. So they kind of transferred, they transferred ownership of the belt.
They're keeping it in the family.
They did keep it in the family. They had a sponsor. So,
well, I'm sure that I saw a photo of the belt, and I'm sure that they'll want to defend their title next year.
Absolutely.
How far out do you guys start thinking about this, or are you always thinking about these types of projects?
We are always thinking about these types of projects. Our young farmers meet every other month, so probably about 6 or 7 times a year, and the chili cook-off is the main event that we've been hosting. So we start planning for it in probably January.
Wow, January. And when was this? September was when the meeting was? Mm-hmm. Well, certainly a lot of thought goes into it.
Yes.
Do you have other farm bureaus that reach out to you and go, wow, I never thought about this, or, maybe we can do something like this? How do we get started? Do you hear from them?
Absolutely. So our neighbors in Bourbon County, they actually have asked us how do they start something like that? They actually wanted to start a scholarship program, and our advice was start small. People will recognize the cause, and they will see what you're doing, and they will want to give, and it will just grow from there. And I think that they actually did something similar, but not similar, right? They did a golf tournament. So, I think everybody's always looking for ways to do unique activities like that.
Well, I'm not much of a golfer, so
Neither am I.
You know, the chili thing is more my cup of tea.
Me too. Me too.
So, what's coming up? It's a very holiday-ish time of year coming
Yeah.
up. Anything coming up on the horizon that you guys are doing?
Absolutely. We're doing a month of giving for the Harvest for All campaign. And essentially, we have partnered with our agents and all of our members, our 12,000 members in Fayette County, to give and donate to Greenhouse 17. They're a local, ag, basically production farm, and they kind of help homeless shelters and people in their program, essentially. And so we're going to have a donation drive for the month of Thanksgiving and kind of get into the Thanksgiving vibes there. So
I saw them on the news this morning.
Yeah.
I live in an area where I get local news from Lexington, so
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. County Farm Bureaus are the foundation of our organization. Talk to me a little bit about that importance at the county level.
absolutely. I think that you hear a lot of people ask, well, how'd you get involved in Farm Bureau, right? And everybody always says it was an invitation in, and that invitation starts at the county level. And I think that the work that we do at the county level, not only for philanthropy, but even for advocacy efforts, especially whenever you talk about issues like the urban surface boundary in Lexington, a lot of our board members are at the forefront of making public statements. They are, advocating on behalf of Farm Bureau in that way, and we have to be grassroots in those efforts for people to listen to our point of view, our perspective. So,
And it's especially important, I think, for that young farmer group. We want to make sure that we talk a lot about bringing a new generation to the farm, but also bringing a new generation to Farm Bureau.
absolutely.
And so that's really important for this age group to become involved, don't you think? Even they may not be farmers, but they can certainly become involved and become advocates, can't they?
Absolutely. And 50% of our committee is actually farmers. They're actually in production ag, which is great. And our board of directors have recognized that. And this year they have actually appointed 3 more young farmers to the board of directors to continue that voice and continue to get them involved in that way.
Well, that's great. And I've been to one of their meetings, and they do like to eat.
We do.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
We eat very well.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
We feed them anytime they're gathered. That's the rule.
Well, you guys are doing great. I can't emphasize enough how important the counties are. The county farm bureaus are just, as I said, the true foundation of the organization, and they all do wonderful jobs. I will, on a personal note, I just found out something about you, Paige. Do you want to
Yes.
share any news with us?
I am engaged to Christopher Jackson. We actually met in Farm Bureau, which is very funny. We were set up from a friend in Farm Bureau. So, yeah, we're getting married in May.
A May wedding. Well,
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. We're excited.
Closing thoughts. We'll let you have the mic. Anything that you want to say about your program, about this cause, about young farmers, about Fayette County, it's all yours.
Sure. Just on behalf of our committee, I know that I'm the chair, but they are truly the people who make everything happen, and we are very and extremely blessed to have a board of directors who support us in the ways that they do. And we couldn't be more thankful to have the opportunities that are presented to us at the state level, even at the national level. And so that's really just a greeting of thanks for all of the work that they do for us and allow us to do. So
Teamwork is absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
Paige, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Wish you well. And for you chili connoisseurs out there, let me ask this question. When this thing comes up, do people outside the organization show up?
Absolutely.
Do you
There's a lot of
advertise
them.
it?
Yeah, we do.
Well, you've heard it early this year, folks, that the Cooking Chili for a Cause
2026.
2026. It'll be here before you know it.
It will be.
And we will look forward to it. Thanks so much, Paige.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim.